Now, have you ever been in a situation where you're speaking to your crush and you've got nothing really to say, or you've run out of things to say, it's kind of going nowhere, and then you end up asking those sort of cliche questions, and it's starting to move in the direction of falling into that dreaded yawn zone? Well, in this video, I've put together 25 questions that I feel will help you connect a lot better with your partner. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. What's the perfect way to spend a weekend? What's your perfect way to spend a weekend, right? Yeah, I like it. It's information we want to know, we want to learn about. But my way of saying that, while still getting the same response, would be, if I gave you a week off work, how would you spend it? If I gave you a week off work, how would you spend it? You're still getting the same response. You're just asking it in a different way that doesn't, remember what we're trying to do here is avoid the tripwire that sets her off to falling into any sort of cliche territory. Okay, number 2. What's one thing you've always wanted to try but never have? Again, great question. But if many men go to look out there for popular dating advice, it might be a question she's heard before. So my version of that would be, when was the last time you allowed yourself to experience something for the first time? Now, the genius in this language model is that word allow. If you think of the word allow sort of opens up a path in the mind to explore that new experience, right? So we're going to get the same sort of response, but the magic on it, the magic in the delivery, that's what's going to get her excited. Number 3, and I hate this one, absolutely hate it. It's proper cringeworthy. Do you believe in love at first sight? Right? I hate it, I'm sorry. What would my version be? My version would be, when was the last time you were really taken back by someone that you met? Right? Again, it's meaning the same thing, but it's adding your personality into the question. You're going to get the same response, much better ways of saying it. Okay, next one. What's the most memorable trip you've been on? Okay, it's not too bad. I like it, actually. But again, if we want to add more flavor, if you could relive one day for the rest of your life, what would that day be? Again, it's going to open up her mind. You're going to talk about travel, most likely. You know, most people move their mind to a travel experience of novelty, and just a great way of getting the same sort of response. Number 5, what's your go-to comfort food? What's your go-to comfort food? I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. Just feels a bit slobby, I guess. And I don't want to move her mind into that place. What I want to do is get it a bit spicy. So instead of saying, what's your go-to comfort food, I might say something like, what's the sexiest thing in your fridge? right? Again, like, she's going to get playful with her answers with that. She might say an aubergine or some strawberries and cream or something like that, you know? It moves it into more of a playful direction. Number 6, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Now, I think I'm okay with that one, right? I think I'm okay with that. Like, you could maybe language it up a bit better, like, tell me one place on your bucket list that you just can't wait to try out, right? And then you could go place, not thing, right? Again, being playful with the sexualization of the conversation, a bit of flirtiness. Number 7, what's your favorite book or movie and why? I feel it's a bit of a cliche thing to bring up in conversation. I prefer, what are you reading right now? Just be direct. What are you reading right now? Or what movie feels most relatable to your life? I like that one. I really like that one because you can start to understand someone's character by the sort of films and the books that they've read. It's all the consumption, what we're consuming, we become. So it's a great question to ask. Number 8, what's something that always makes you laugh? It's okay. Again, it's another okay one. For me, what's made you chuckle recently? That's what I like. What's made you chuckle recently? Yeah, what's made you chuckle recently? Notice how I'm saying it as well, right? You often hear that. I mean, that's common advice, isn't it? It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. So is there anything to take note of, any of the examples that I'm giving you here? Take note of how I'm saying these. Number 9, are you a morning person or a night owl? I think that's an important question to ask, right? Because we need to sort of understand how they live their life and see how you guys can sync with each other. I mean, if she's out all night or she's working late and then, it's corrupting your schedule, then that could be a problem. Okay. So I like it. But for me, I'd be a bit more direct to go, let me ask you something. When's bedtime for you? Yeah. When's bedtime for you? Or what time do you normally wake up? These two questions are quite direct, and they play on the idea that we could be waking up together in the future, or we could be going to bed together in the future. What's your biggest pet peeve? I've never really heard anyone say, what's your biggest pet peeve? Like, what is that? I think the new language of that is, what's your ick? What really gives you the ick? Tell me. What's your ick? No, go on, tell me. What's your ick? What's your ick? Number 11. How do you usually spend your free time? Again, I like it. It's okay. I'd be a bit more direct to go, so what's your hobby? We want to know, we need for them to understand that we care, that they've got more things going on in their life apart from just being a pretty face and, some other things that you're interested in. We want to make sure she's doing stuff with her time. I find that attractive, right? What's something you're really passionate about? My version would be, what's something that really gets your juices going? You got to have fun with these guys. Number 13, what's the best advice you've ever received? My one might be, what's something that you thought about that's really moved you recently? Or what's something that someone's told you that's really moved you recently? Number 14, what's your love language? I like that. I don't think that needs to be, I don't think there needs to be any change there at all. If anyone hasn't worked out what their love language is, I highly recommend you go onto that website. I think it's lovelanguages.org or something like that. It's a very useful bit of information to know, and it helps you really understand the other in terms of how they how they need to receive love. Number 15, what's one of the most important lessons you've learned so far? It's a good question. My version, what have you learned about yourself recently? What have you learned about yourself recently? Number 16, what's something that really motivates you? I'm happy with that. I don't think that really changes. How would I change it? What's really driving you at the moment? Is it money? Is it a cause? What are you motivated by? If you could meet any historical figure, who would it be? I've said this. I did this if you've seen my interview I did with Ross Jeffries, I asked him, if you had to host a dinner party, who would you have around the table that's either in the present or from the past? And typically, they might go to historical characters, they might go to public figures, they might go to their idols or who they look up to, family members. Many useful threads of conversation can stem from that question. What kind of music are you into? Okay, cliche question, very cliche. My version, what's on your playlist right now? What's on your playlist right now? Or if it's a movie, for example, you'd be like, instead of saying, what was the last movie you watched? You could say, what did you last binge watch on Netflix? 19. What's the craziest thing you've done in a dare? I like it. Opens up their mind to more naughty and spicy things. My version would be, what's the wildest experience you've allowed yourself to explore? What's the wildest experience that you've allowed yourself to? What's the wildest experience you've allowed yourself to explore? I hate this one. Do you believe in fate or destiny? I mean, the sort of response you'd get from that is more like a spiritual one, I guess. So I'd be a bit more direct in terms of saying, like, where are you at in terms of spirituality? Are you quite a spiritual person? Right? Still gets you the sort of response and the landscape you're looking to land in. 21. What's one skill you've always wanted to learn? My version, what's something new to you that you'd like to explore? What's something new that you want to explore? I think this one's great because this actually gives you potential like date ideas and activities to do together. So it's a good one to throw in there. 22. What's your idea of a perfect date? This is a good one, I guess, for early interaction. Because obviously you're seeding the idea of a date. But I'd probably go say something like, what's the shittest date you've ever been on? What's the shittest date you've ever been on? Right? And obviously don't fall in the trap of it. Going to somewhere that she's, whatever she responds with there. 23. What's the one thing you can't live without? I like that question. I do. How would I change it? What's one thing in your life you need every day? Like, what do you need by your side? What's in your handbag? Okay, and that could be fun. I mean, she might go through a handbag, and you might get out of all sorts of things. Who knows? Number 24. Do you have any hidden talents? It's cool. Shows a side. She can share a side to you you're not currently seeing. My version would be, do you have a party trick? Do you have a party trick? I mean, again, it's playful, and it might actually have her doing it right there in the moment if she's got that level of comfort with you. Number 25, if you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do first? It's an interesting one. My one would probably be like, if you had all the money in the world, how would you spend it? Right? But I think you've got to be careful with this one because depending on what sort of social demographic you are targeting, it might insinuate to her that you don't have stability, and that's why you're asking such a question. Like, you don't have a lot of resources. That's why you're fantasizing and asking that question. But otherwise, it's a good question and can open up the mind to explore ideas of endless possibilities. And remember, this isn't 25 questions like Spanish Inquisition interrogation sort of situation. These are just 25 questions you can throw in there sporadically over the course of getting to know each other. I really do believe these questions will help you bridge a firmer connection and build more chemistry. If you've got any that you want to share with the audience here on my channel, why not drop them in the comments, and I'm sure they'll be appreciated. And guys, don't forget, if you want to work with me in person, I've got my Impactful Connection workshops. Do check out the website, johnnycassell.com. We've got the 7-day programs we do here all throughout the year, 7 days, 7 nights with myself and my team in field coaching. And we have the online educational academy now on School. I'll put the links all down below this video for you to check out. Have a great day, guys, and thank you for checking out my channel. Bye.